Good day everyone. Today's class shall be on body fluid. Before the start of this class, I'd like you to like, comment, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Gallant Medical. Thank you. So we shall be discussing more on body fluids here. And our contents today are introduction to body fluid, distribution of body fluid, composition of body fluid, measurement of body fluid, the concentration of body fluid, and the clinical correlates, that is medical application. Introduction. What is body fluid? The body fluid is a liquid part of the body located in different parts of the body, and the volume for the body fluid is about 42 liters. Distribution of body fluid. The body fluid is distributed into two major components, namely the intracellular fluid, the ICF, and the extracellular fluid, ECF. The intracellular fluid. The volume for the intracellular fluid is about 22 liters, and it forms 55% of the total body water. And the extracellular fluid, the volume is 18 liters, and it forms 45% of the total body water. And the extracellular fluid is subdivided into 5 categories, which are the interstitial fluid and lymph, which occupy 20% out of 45% of ECF, the plasma, which occupies 7.5% out of 45% of ECF, the fluid in bones, which occupies 7.5% out of 45% of ECF, the fluid in dense connective tissues like cartilages, which occupies 7.5% out of the 45% of ECF, and the last one is the transcellular fluid, which occupies 2.5% of the ECF. The composition of body fluid. The body fluid contains both organic substances and inorganic substances. Examples of organic substances written here are amino acid, glucose, and all others. And examples of inorganic substances, they are sodium, potassium, and all others. The measurements of body fluid. The body fluid are usually measured by indication dilution method or dye dilution method. And the formula used to measure the body fluid is written here. V is equal to M over C, where V is the volume of the fluid, M is the mass, and C is the concentration. Note this formula well. Next one is the concentration of body fluid. The concentration of body fluid is expressed in 3 ways, namely the osmolarity, and tonicity. We shall be taking it one after the other. The first one is the osmolarity. Osmolarity is the concentration of the osmotically active substances in the solution. Is the main concentration of the osmotically active substances in the solution. The second one is the osmolarity. The osmolarity is also used to express osmotic concentration. I want you to note this. Osmotic pressure in solution depends on osmolarity, but in practice, osmolarity is said to determine the osmotic pressure. I come again. Osmotic pressure in solution depends on osmolarity, but in practice, osmolarity is said to determine the osmotic pressure. And also, when osmolarity of ECF increases, water moves from ICF to ECF, that is from the intracellular fluid to the extracellular fluid. But when osmolarity of ECF decreases, water moves from ECF to ICF, that is from the extracellular fluid to the intracellular fluid. The third one is the tonicity. Tonicity is the measurement of effective osmolarity. Tonicity is the measurement of effective osmolarity. And in terms of tonicity, solutions are classified classified into three categories. The first one is the isotonic fluid, the hypotonic fluid, and the hypotonic fluid. The first one, which is the isotonic fluid. The fluid has the same effective osmolality, that is, the same tonicity as body fluid. The isotonic fluid has the same osmolality or tonicity as body fluid. The hypotonic fluid. The hypotonic fluid has greater effective tonicity than body fluid. And the third one is hypotonic fluid. It has lesser effective osmolality, that is tonicity, than body fluid. So I come again, in terms of tonicity, solutions are classified into three. The isotonic fluid that has the same effective tonicity as body fluid, the hypotonic fluid that has greater effective tonicity than body fluid, and the hypotonic fluid that has lesser effective tonicity than body fluid. And so next one is we are discussing on is the clinical correlates, that is the medical application of this. And we are discussing on effusion. Effusion is the abdominal condition in which body fluid is transsudated into the transcellular space. That is, it's leaked into the transcellular space. And effusion that occurs in pleural cavity is called pleural effusion. Effusion that occurs in peritoneal cavity is called peritoneal effusion, and the effusion that occurs in pericardial cavity is called the pericardial effusion. And also, the examples of disease that spread through body fluids, they are one, hepatitis B, spread through the blood, saliva, semen, and vaginal fluid. The second one is hepatitis C. This one has spread through the blood. The third one, the human immunodeficiency virus. Human immunodeficiency virus, HIV infections. This has spread through blood, the semen and vaginal fluid, and breast milk. The fourth one is cytomegalovirus, that's CMV infection. Cytomegalovirus infection that spread through the saliva, the semen, and vaginal fluid, the urine, and all others. And the fifth one is the glandular fever. This one mainly spread through the saliva. So we've come to the end of the class for today. Thank you for listening. I urge you to like, comment, share, and subscribe to this our YouTube channel as Gallant Medical. Thank you and goodbye.